What's up, guys? Sixroid here. I'm going to make a solo mid guide for the game Heroes of Newerth. I am 1800, just pretty standard. Anyways, let's begin. Starting items. Number one important factor in winning mid. For melee heroes, you generally want to get Hatchet, Buckler, Runes of Blight. Example heroes are Electrician, Deadwood, even Devourer. Now, there are slight alterations to items mid. You could, let's say you're Monkey King, you could go Hatchet and 2 minor totems and Runes of Blight and skip the Buckler. In this case, Monkey King needs the extra stats, and it's good for him to actually use his combo and whatnot. You don't, in this scenario, want to trade blows necessarily with your opponent. Unless, of course, you're at around level 3, 4 where you can actually combo. This also works for Pebbles. If you can combo, which is around level 3, generally speaking, I like to do the Hatchet and 2 minor totems with 1 Runes of Blight. You can combo at level 3, and so you probably want to trade blows and trick them into thinking that you can't kill them, and then you wombo combo them. More or less, that's how you want to do it. If you want more stats, get more minor totems. If you don't have Buckler, don't go trade blow for blow with the opponent. For ranged, you generally want the 2 minor totems, either 1 or 2 of the +3 int items, and Runes of Blight. You want cheap stats for a quick bottle. Generally speaking, try not to get a bottle first item, it's really bad. Try not to get boots first item, try not to get a punch dagger in Runes of Blight, try not to get the +6 agility in Runes of Blight, or +6, I've seen a lot of that. Don't do it, it's really bad. Cheap stats so that you can get a quick bottle. Bottle is very essential to mid for most heroes. Now, another thing for mid is your positioning and your, I guess you could say, your having balls or not having balls. You want to take a look at the scenario and think what the opportunity for the kill is and what chances of you actually dying are. So let's say you're in a scenario where you're uphill and your opponent's downhill and there's a lot of creeps around you and your lane is about to be pushed. This is the perfect moment to harass your opponent because they can't harass you back. If they harass you back, they not only get creep aggro, they also have a chance to miss, assuming both of you are ranged. If they're melee, you can just kite them all dead. It's even better. That brings me to my next point, which is you have to think about the setting that you're fighting in. So you have are other heroes coming to gank mid? Are there creeps around to help you? Does he have a buckler so that you can go blow to blow with him? Are you uphill and is he downhill? And do you have bottle charges that you can use or fast regen that you can use for big plays? Another thing that brings me to the next point, which is bottle, runes. You must get runes. Runes are very important. Heroes who have great rune control often win the lane. Why? Because they can push the lane around a minute 50 or 3 minute 50, get the rune, come back, and the opponent has to either choose to get the XP and the gold and then miss out on the rune, or they get the rune, but they miss out on the gold and XP. So it's a win for you regardless. That being said, once you get the rune, don't be too hasty to go gank with it. This brings me to my next point. Mid is a lane that just needs to be won, just like any other lane. As such, you shouldn't complain to mid for ganks. Complain to mid that they're ignoring you, that they're farming or whatnot, because it's just like any other lane. And in fact, you should probably go mid to help them win the lane by ganking mid. If you have like a haste rune and there's a short kill, fine, go help. But other than that, generally speaking, 1, it's generally warded. 2, even if it's not warded, it's not worth your time. Most of the time. You should get the kill if it's very easy. A couple of other things. Ask your team nicely for rune wards, for upgraded courier. Once the courier is upgraded, you can use it as a ward even. Assuming that you pay attention to the courier, don't let it die. Let's see. Alright, 2 last things. 1, don't get greedy. Remember the judging the scenario part. Don't be too greedy and dive the tower. The tower does a lot of damage. Now, this might be an understatement, but it does a lot of damage. Unless you have haste or you have a blink, don't do it. Another thing is an easy way for Hellbourne to get HP potions without using the courier is there's a little tree that you can chop down near the north side of Kongor. That once you do that, you have a path to the observatory and you can buy HP potions there. The Legion doesn't have this. I'm sorry. So it's pretty unfair, I guess. And that wraps about everything. One last thing. Sometimes mid is there just to get XP. They're not there to win the lane. So let's say you have a Fade or a Deadwood or even a Thunderbringer. Any of those heroes, they do a lot of burst damage, but later on, they need XP. Sure, gold is fine. If you can get gold, that's really great. An early portal key for Deadwood is excellent, but generally speaking, if you're going against a ranged hero, let's say you're going against Hag or Slither or Arachna, heroes that can kite you, you generally want to play passive and get XP. It's almost as if you're playing a suicide role, because if you don't, they'll kite you, they'll get you the low health, and if you're not careful, they'll kill you. So play passively, get XP, and explain to your team, and even show them this video if you want, that you're not supposed to win the lane if you're matched up incorrectly. Yeah, something like, yeah, okay. Thank you for watching, and if you have any suggestions on improving my verbal guide or helping me improve as a player, or just leave a comment below or subscribe and just send me a message, whatever. Thanks for watching.